Hello and welcome back to VanillaTV, guys. I'm Greg, and joining me is CommanderX, and you're here to watch, of course, the second map of Yoyotech versus Crackdown in ETF2L Week 6. This is, of course, Gravelpit, which we might as well start pretty quickly as we have already played the first map. Unfortunately for us, the demos got a little bit mixed up, so we're now recording this 2 days later than we recorded Badlands. So we might forget what we've said previously about that map, but it doesn't really matter as we're now going to Gravelpit anyway. So welcome, Zavi. How are you doing today? I'm not going to say this evening.
Pretty well. Yeah, all good. Looking forward to seeing the other half of this game finally.
Finally, can't we just point out? Didn't you cast this the last time?
I did. Well, but I was quite drunk at the time, so my memory's somewhat sketchy, let's say. So it's basically a new experience for me.
Might as well be. Okay, I'll just double check that everything's right in XSplit, and then we can. Yeah, it looks good. Right, starting off, we might as well get going then. Oh, I've got to turn off CL Show FPS again. What a noob!
But the people need to know, Greg. They need to know what your FPS is.
I can't even type.
If I have the same FPS as a Prem Scout, then I'll be Prem, right? That's how FPS works.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. All you do need, though, is really just 120Hz screen and then your Insta-Prem. That's how it works now. Just 120Hz, bang, straight in Prem. Right, so let's do a countdown, Zavi. You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Right. So, do you want to do the roster rundown while we're in the...
Yeah, let's do that. Let's start with the attacking team, Yoyotech. We have the Sucker on Medic, Cadus on Demo Man, Boomimi and Linus on Soldier, and Hatton Tvik on Scout, even though we see Tvik running Sniper as we start. And on the other side of things, we've got, on the Crack Clan roster, we have Roy's on Medic, Retrock on Demo, Matnan and Pescanova on Soldier, Bash and Harry Hook are the Scouts. Bash is tagged up as Harold in this, and we see Bash opening up as Sniper and Harry Hook as Engineer.
Okay, so do you like the Engineer on this map? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just a nice, you're not going anywhere, you don't need the Scout mobility as much, and it's just a very good anti-air gun primarily.
Yeah, denies those jumpers, and if you can force the Uber away from it, it's kind of something that's just static defense that's so hard to get through, or you're going to have to force the Uber to kill it, sort of thing. Of course, we do see Retrock putting stickies on that A-side door, sorry, which got the kill after after Bash. God, stop tagging up as Harold. After Bash did a full body shot, a couple of jumpers in. Boomy and Cadus, the only two going in for some reason. Why did Linus not go in?
He
already died.
Killed on the other side, and he.
Oh yeah, he was.
I presume he was going to go around C-side, to get a bit more of a flank on, but he simply died, which eliminated that, and then the sentry got a 2-man.
Yeah, well, that's something we talking about Linus going through the other side. That's something we see a lot from the bombing now. All this bombing stuff started just people going out short and just jumping in, trying to force the Uber, and now we see a lot more coordinated bombs. You send a soldier in first to find out where the medic is, then your demo and other soldier come in, one of them through C and one of them through the other side of B. And what are Yoyotech doing? They have Tvik on Sniper, and it looks like they're going to go tunnel with Josh going out first. Josh, of course, is Boomy, guys, so sorry if you don't know that. We might end up calling him Josh instead. He's been a good mate of mine for ages, and I've always called him Josh. Tvik picks up Pesca on the roof, nice headshot, and now let's see what happens. As actually they think they're at C, so this is not good so far for Crack Clan. Sticky's in the wrong place. Now here comes the Uber. Should need to take that sentry down. Have they managed to do it? I don't think so.
Roy's flashed the Engineer, and he was able to keep it up, as we see Yoyotech rotating around to the rock side here, trying to snipe that sentry down a bit. Oh, good shot there. And yeah, we see Yoyotech kind of stuck behind this rock, but Tvik is pulling them apart, and that sentry's going to get taken down before it goes up. Good work by Cadus keeping on top of that. And Boomy's actually jumped round and taken down both the medic and the pocket.
Yeah,
and the second soldier.
Josh destroying stuff there. I think I'm a little bit far ahead of you at the moment, by the way, so I'm going to quickly do a second pause on my demo.
Yeah, we saw Bash getting a consolation frag on the Sniper there, but that's not going to help Crackland at all. And the Scout tries to get in, gets picked off, and that should cause Crackland to just give up trying to push here.
Yeah, and something if you take a look at what Yoyotech are doing at the moment, like they're just leaving a scout on the point and just having their heavies, demo on one side, soldier medic on the other, just holding forward so the Crack Clan can't come through. In fact, Crack Clan have just managed to muscle the way through on the right. Cadus is caught out. The point is literally about to be capped. They need to get someone on it now if they want to block it. But the soldier goes for the bomb, does take down the sucker. Good play from Matten, and he eventually goes down. But B is capped. 2 minutes 34. No medic up for Yoyotech. So if I was them, I'd charge in now and try and like maybe pick the medic or get some time on that point. Had to wait and see what they decide to do. Are they going to go in? Yeah, it looks like it. Hat goes down. Oh, that heavy and red shock doing so much damage there.
Yeah, so much entry damage. There's still a scout running around the bottom here, and a soldier actually gets a bomb off. He's going to get right on Royce. Royce surfs away and will survive on 10 HP. Balls of steel taking the full damage there when you're on 30 HP and have a full Uber.
Yeah, he was so like if he landed on the ramp, and if he had landed at the on the floor instead of the ramp, he would have died to the full damage. So that's how close it was. I would assume Yoyotech, no, they're going to stick with an Uber for their first try on the pushing into C. I like that decision, to be honest.
They're chasing around Basher. He's buying like so much time for his team. He doesn't need to. He's like 1 HP. He finally goes down, wasting a bit of Yoyotech's time there.
Well, they don't have Uber yet, so it's not really time. It's not really wasted time at all. Like, to be honest with you, now Basher's dead, pushing into last. This is good, beneficial for Yoyotech now. If they go in really quickly. I'm going to watch Cadus as he comes through now. Josh already goes through. He's going to jump up. There he goes. Now Cadus trying to spam them. Where's the medic? Medic does force half around Spire. Heavy with him. Demo of Red Shot goes down in Valley. Josh, the jumping soldier, did go down. Heavy is going to get spammed down here. Really nice play so far from Yoyotech. They're only 3v4. They need to manage to do something here. The sucker gets out, I think. Cadus, the sucker's
on the floor. He gets bashed though. He should be cleaned up now, running up Spire.
What?
Royce is chasing him. Royce cleans it up, doesn't let him get out. The sucker was surprisingly close to getting out there.
He picked off 2 kills and almost got away. That's ridiculous. Stuck in that valley. Players don't want to go back and get heals. They're like, oh, it's a medic. I'll be fine. No, you won't.
I want to point out now, Roy's counter-Ubered on point, like at a safe time. Retrock was halfway up Spire, and then whoever the soldier with Royce was dropped down as well. And Roy spent basically his whole Uber not Ubering anyone, just running around on the top level trying to find someone there. And
really?
it almost cost CC, but luckily they got enough frags, and that heavy was able to pick off a couple of people before he died.
Yeah, well, like
the scouts cleaned up.
The 2 people he was trying to heal both went into Valley and both died, so like he was trying to heal the right people, just they went the wrong way. Really strange there, as Crack Clan waiting around on last point, waiting for, of course, the sucker to grab his Uber. Where is Tavik sniping from? I think it's that 4-door, 5-door, one of the 2.
4 or 5, yeah, on the stairs at the moment. Just trying to get an angle in. No one's really giving him an angle. Roy's is like crouched on top of the back roof there. The jump I can never do.
Yeah. There's like a little ledge if you can just strafe round onto it, Zavi, you know.
Is there?
For those this is what we're talking about. This little roof here, you can actually strafe around onto this ledge there. But actually, Uber's come in now.
Comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boomer gets destroyed here by the heavy after the counter from Royds. Red Shock jumps on, can't get the medic.
Leon.
The medic with him. Cadus is going to get chased out by Matnan here. Should be going down. Good work by him. There's a soldier on point, but no match for a fully buffed heavy.
Where are those scouts? They're both out as well. We're going to swap over to Tavik, then he might be in a position to grab a pick at some point. Of course, we're just like recycling the push into B here, but the problem with what Yoyotech are doing at the moment is the sucker's going down every one of their pushes, which means they don't have a chance to like re-push really quickly. They actually need to take, you know, a full minute to get back because of the sucker's spawn, rather than just a 40... Is it 40 seconds for an Uber, or is it 45?
40 seconds
40
for an
seconds,
Uber,
yeah.
30 seconds for a crits.
Yeah.
I don't think Roy's hasn't been dying either. Like Roy's, I don't think has Roy's died yet in this game. I think he died once.
I think he died in that B push, that really clean B push Yoyotech had, but other than that, no. And they've actually gone crits, so I'm going to swap over to Cadus. What percent are they on? They're already on 100 actually. They've sent a soldier through already, I think. Not 100% on that. He's trying to find the medic. Yeah, there he is. He's gone down. Wow. Now spamming sickies onto the heavy. I think that's a pop force. Yep, there's the pop.
Yes.
And Yoyotech wisely back off. They're going to have a crits advantage now. Something they needed to try and, you know, grab for themselves, and they've done it first time here. Surprised Crack Clan didn't hold forward and expect a crits, or possibly, you know, swap a spy in. You know, have a spy in defense, go into spawn a spy, change to the enemy medic, and then you can find out if they're wearing Crit Scree or Uber. and then go back to whatever class. And if they've got crits, you can hold forward and take them down. And actually, Bash went in to try and take the sniper down, as the sniper's got free reign at the moment onto this point. Oh, he hits a headshot as well onto that soldier. Look how far out Tavik's got. This crits is going to come out as well soon.
Down here.
There's the crits.
Roy's just dropped down. Can Cadus get anyone with it? Medic's on the floor, doesn't hit him, still doesn't hit him, finally gets him with like one of the last stickies. Soldier on Basaka now, has to jump to the point instead. Retrock has stickies on it, but he's the only one up and he's half health with stickies on the point. Can he get anyone? He kills Linus.
Linus jumped, he deaded his stickies, and Linus didn't manage to make to the point, so just fell to the floor and cratered. But that is, you know, a pretty decent-ish round. You know, 7 minutes 56. It's holdable and it's pushable. So, I mean, the major drawback for Yoyotech, well, the major thing for Yoyotech is they had a really quick B, but it just took them so long to break that C defense that, you know, it does add a lot of time. And it's done. You know, Crackland done a really good job after losing B that badly to manage to grab a time of, you know, almost 8 minutes. But 8 minutes is still defendable from Yoyotech's point of view. Just going to see how they set up onto B at the moment with 2 soldiers. Do they have an engineer? I need to reload my HUD.
We see actually Bash. Isn't that Bash, I think? No, sorry, Tavik even. I'm looking at the wrong team here. Tavik is on A, you know, on that little ledge scoping in at the door.
Same thing as Bash did.
Yeah, trying to get a like free pick as they push out. And we see Matnan on Pyro, I presume just as an anti-sticky measure before they attempt their, you know, the complimentary suicide you get with Gravelpit.
I was trying to find out where those stickies are, but yep, Cadus has got them actually on the A point there, and nope, not in that corner, just those 2 positions. So it looks like Crackline are going to push their scouts through. He takes a full body shot there from Tavik, who I'm going to swap over to right now if I can find him. Yep, there he is. He's just going to back off wisely. He doesn't want to get picked off, because if you get picked off there, you can quite easily be spawn camped and killed again and again and again and again. You'll never see the actual B point and be able to defend it with your team. So he just wisely falls back, and now he's sniping. He sees a soldier on the far right. The soldier sees him as well, so you have to play a little bit more defensively. He does get a nice headshot though. ×4 on that point, so the stickies from Cadus didn't get any kills. And actually, is there bombs coming in now? Yeah, it looks like there is. Retshock, Matnan both going down. Pescanova goes down. He was trying to do a little flank. It seemed like, you know, 2 players through tunnel, one of them through C for the bombs onto the sucker, but instead gets shut down as the players through tunnel go down early, and then Pesca got spotted pretty quickly as well by Tavik and goes down, and then Tavik hits another shot onto Bash. Wow. Destroying them.
Slow Crack Clan down a lot. Yeah, I do.
You're
like
really bad at saying Crack Clan.
I was actually practicing in the kitchen downstairs while I was making my pass to it. They just going Crack Clan, Crack Clan, Crack Clan, Crack Clan. 2 words. It's easy. Why can't I do it? But yeah, I do actually like where Yoyotech were holding for that suicide, hiding in the house. It just means you can't get any height. As we do see Crack Clan coming out from C here. Bomb from the red soldier will get the force off. Linus goes down for that. And they've actually been counter-popped as well. Pest got the counter-pop there, so symmetrical plays as we see Retshock on the roof even. Hat gets Roy's actually. I didn't see where that was as I was watching the action on the roof. And really scattered fighting at the moment. Like, they picked Tavik here, and Retshock and a scout are on Cadus here. Cadus in a lot of trouble. Cadus really weak. Finally goes down. The scouts from Crackland here doing a lot of work with the help of Retshock.
Yeah, really, like, strange push at the beginning from Crackline, kind of sacrificing Roy's, but really good clear-up play from Retshock and the 2 scouts, Bash and Harry Hook, of course, like, link-up play on that ramp side up near the C entrances. Will we see Yoyotech attempt to push in? Retshock's getting some forward stickies up, but he's had to debt them already, and he's getting juggled away. I wouldn't be surprised if Crackline tried to push in through that damage. Nope. Decide not to. I'm surprised there. Josh did quite a lot of damage there. He ends up going down, and now because of that kill and there's the time on the point, Yoyotech have to back off. You know, that's a half, or not even a really good push, to be honest, from Crackland. I think that was the first push into B, wasn't it, to cap that point? So yeah, same as Yoyotech. So Yoyotech now need to do this really good solid hold on C, or, you know, Crackland need to prove or show us how to push into C. As well, I'm watching Pescanova jump in now, jumps down to the point, sentry back right, keeps his medic alive. Of course, the sucker's on 95 now. He does get to 100%, so if he needs to, he can pop, but I doubt he's going to need to at the moment with all these Crackland players going down, and Hat Sentry, of course, keeping him, you know, pretty safe.
Yeah, I mean the heavy's just like you got one level of like defense on the roof. Like no one can really jump past that heavy very easily at all. And even if they do make it past, I mean it's only level 1, but level 1 sentry and a soldier, and the distance you have to cover coming from B side to get all the way over to the other side, just meant the sucker was in no danger whatsoever.
And this is something I really, really like from Yoyotech at the moment, holding so far forward with this uber advantage they have, because Roy's might well have swapped to crits, haven't checked yet, but he probably will have done.
He hasn't.
He hasn't. Well, even then, if he hasn't, then they're going to force the uber here in this choke point, which isn't going to be very useful for Crackland trying to push the point. And Josh is just like doing some spam rockets. He's actually going to try and force this. That's really, really strange. He's failed so hard.
Yeah. Crackland here is just running down the slope here. Roy's is 93%, 96%, 98%. Will he get it? He should get it. He pops Uber in this valley here, but Crackland, both teams have lost a lot of people here, and Matnan's able to clear up the combo. And there's a scout on C at the moment, but at level 3 sentry, they don't have the Uber to get past the level 3 sentry, and they can't.
Wow.
Yeah, the soldier's trying to walk in now, but he's got no chance versus a heavy and a level 3 sentry, and can't even get past the engineer. Hat with some knocking him back with a shotgun there.
Indeed, so that was a really, really strange Uber from Yoyotech. I mean, I don't mind it. I thought it was quite nice with the medic caught out, but then Josh just like failed like 4 rocket jumps trying to get onto the medic. But luckily for them, they managed to pick Pescanova, who was stuck in the doorway out of position due to that Uber, and also pick Retshock, who didn't get far enough forward along with Royce and Matnan. So, you know, it kind of helped them out, but that, you know, they almost lost it. They were 4v3 in Crackland's favour at one point there, and now they've got an Uber advantage here. Crackland do. In fact, they've already pushed in. They need to try and take that sentry down, spamming pipes onto it. The NG does take a pipe and the sentry goes down, but they've got nothing more out of it. Sucker, 90%, oh no, sorry, 75% at the moment. So he's just going to be looking to stay alive and keep building this Uber. Point is almost being capped. It's like if they keep pressuring it, they might get it, but there's only 2 players left up. Retshock and Matnan versus 4, and the sucker now has his Uber. Crackland have failed another push.
Retshock's still on point, going for some glory pipes. Hits the scout actually. Scout's weak. Retshock's still dancing around that middle point.
He did hit a pipe on the sucker afterwards, and then tried to. He had 2 more pipes which he missed, unfortunately. Would have been some pretty hero pipes there if he had landed it and taken the sucker down. But now we'll see Yoyotech with the full Uber advantage again. Will we see them just push straight? You know, push in if they can find the medic, catch him off guard. Yeah, they are moving forward yet again, so I'm going to swap over to Boomy, as last time he was the one trying to initiate the fight at this A connector.
Yeah, Royce is on crits now and he's 90%, but as you said, Yoyotech do have that Uber, and they get the frag onto the sniper once again. The sniper having, either scout is not having any luck at the sniper because Yoyotech are so tight from those doors. And we do see the crits coming in here from that top door. Yoyotech are right there, but crits has popped though. Sucker pops back here, Retshock's going to go down. Can Boomy get anyone else? He's chasing the medic. Yeah,
he wants this medic kill. He really does. He now decides to back off. He's put 1 rocket onto them. The sucker goes down. Actually, Pesca in behind. Scout in on Boomy as well. Soldier, Scout. 1 minute 20 left on the clock. It's 4v3 in Crackland's favour. Will we see them push in without building this Uber? I wouldn't be surprised if they don't.
I don't know, mate. Here they go. The soldiers jumping in here. No match for that heavy on the point, though. A scout's managed to walk up, though, versus a soldier and a heavy. Almost gets for heavy. Not even almost, actually. The heavy's still got 100 health. So much health on a heavy.
No synchronization there at all, really, from Crackland. Just send a soldier and then a scout in. Like, if they had gone in like slightly 5 seconds earlier, like, you know, realised they had an advantage straight away, and then sent a scout along the floor, starting to go up, and then the soldier bombing, they would have been a lot better off than the soldier going first, and slightly later because the spawns came in and Cadus got health. But we'll have to wait and see if... Oh! Big sticky trap from Cadus. The crits comes in through main. Sorry, I missed that. And
it's 1. Matnan's firing rockets upwards at a heavy. That's never going to work. The Crackland scouts are trying to do work on the floor, but they've not got a lot here. 30 seconds. They just need to go for it here. But Yoyotech are pretty much all up, minus Hat. Roy's just spamming needles, trying to get that extra damage for his scout. Again, Tvik survives. Tvik's barely died at school on this push. Peskanova's going to get cleaned up as well.
Yeah, 12 seconds left as well, so we'll probably just see Yoyotech just Uber on top at this point. Just, yep, there we go, and that's going to be a round win for Yoyotech. Wow, an upset here on the first round of Gravelpit, taking this first round, so it's 1-0 to them. We will see the sides swap Well, not swap in fact, because we'll see Yoyotech defend first this time. So do you reckon they'll mix it up with any of their strategies?
I think. Oh, we're back on. Wait, are we?
They haven't.
Wait,
they haven't swapped the stuff over
they
yet.
haven't swapped. Okay, yeah. So we'll see. I think they need to do a better job of pushing C, because like at the end there, you saw Tvik had 3 DOMs running heavy. Like Tvik, I'm not just sure if he even died once. Like on top of there, like they got the sentry a couple of times, but they couldn't get Tvik on, and they just seemed really unsynchronized going for that heavy. Like it was just there was a lot of solo soldier bombs at the heavy, and that's so easy to deal with when you've got that minigun.
Yeah, definitely. Like I felt they like lacked any idea of what they wanted to do when they pushed C. You know, they were just like, oh, we'll go A. We'll just guess we'll pick up crits and we'll just go in and then hope our DM wins us the fight. When that didn't happen like that at all. I'm actually going to see if I can find where Cadus is stickied.
Yeah, it was kind of a we've got Uber, so let's push. They didn't really have a direction with it. They just sort of walked in, thought, oh crap, sentry, shoot the sentry, right, got the sentry. What now? Let's get on point. Oh god, we're jumping out of heavy. This isn't going well at all.
Yeah, indeed. So stickies being cleared as we are pushing it. Playing the second round. Matnan almost goes down to those stickies, I think, and I'm gonna swap it to Ret Shock. I hope CC do another bomb. This time I'll actually catch it rather than be looking somewhere else. But yeah,
Scouts are hunting the sniper here actually on B for some reason. They're gonna go back now in cap A, just completely forcing to the out. As we see Matnan jumping in from short here. He's got to jump up the sucker, lands 1 rocket, lands 2 rockets. Oh,
he does Uber.
Land the second rocket. He's Uber from the other side. Yeah, well played now.
It was Ret Shock jumped in from after Matnan and just like the sucker was so caught in that little doorway, couldn't get away from any of the sticky spams and eventually went down because of it. So well played there from Crackclan. But if you take a look, as I need to reload my HUD again, at this how quick this percentage builds up from Yoyotech. They're already on 40% and the players have only just spawned from Crackclan. They've not even started their push if they're not going this way. I'm going to go to them. Ret Shock, they're coming through tunnel. So by the time they're out of tunnel, the sucker's going to be on 70%. If Crackclan do not push straight towards the sucker, this is not going to be an Uber advantage they're going to have. Actually, they caught Cadus out. What the hell is Cadus doing there? That's a really big pick, and now it doesn't matter. And they're taking the Linus down as well, who went into force the Uber. Like,
Linus with the Leon straight onto the floor there, not even taking anyone with him that time. And sucker's really weak. He will counterpop there on so low HP here. And now Yoyotech have work to do with this Uber. Ret Shock's kind of caught out, but the soldier's not seeing him. He's going to jump onto roof instead. And the sniper goes down. Scout on... Yeah, Boomer's getting nice frags, but Crackclan are just winning the DM fights.
are they in on the right now? Oh well, the Yoyotech look like they want to come back in on top right at the moment. Ret Shock goes down, nice bomb from Light, or jump from Linus shot into the Scout, and then he should go down, but here comes the Soldier onto the Sucker. Nice air strafe, but he's pretty low now, the Sucker is. Can't land a second rocket. One Scout goes down, but trades pretty much. Now a Soldier and a Scout versus Scout Demo Medic. Soldier comes in to join them, and that's all she wrote for that Crackclan push. Nice defense there from Yoyotech. Can they actually clear up this Medic Soldier? They can do if they want. The Royce is so out of position, he needs some help. But that doesn't seem like Yoyotech are going far enough forwards, or quickly enough forwards to like try and pressure Royce. They just want to play a little bit defensively. Charge now up for both teams as we see Crackclan trying to push forward up to, on this right hand side, Shadow side, trying to find, they've popped their Uber. The Sucker goes down to Ret Shock. I'm sorry I missed that. What happened, Zabby? Did you see it?
I didn't hear a drop sound, so he must have just not been like, you know, like pixels away, like 1 or 2% away there, and that's going to cost Yoyotech the point completely, and possibly in a C point as well.
Yeah, and actually, I'm actually watching the Linus now, who's got himself in a ninja spot in that, I think, 1 connector? I think that's 1. It might be 2.
That's 2. 2, just hiding on the pillars there, I presume he is.
Yeah, and he's gone down. Matnum comes out, looks straight at him, goes down.
Could have waited longer there, maybe got the medic, or at least forced.
I think Matnum looked at him, so it's kind of obvious. Scout went down, running through Cadis' stickies. And that means that Crackclan, are they going to push through B? Yeah, they're just going to push through with this Uber advantage through those stickies that Cadis has just put up into a heavy on the point. It's Hat as well, so I'm going to watch Hat to just deny these jumping soldiers, but they will have this Uber advantage. They need to get the sentry down. Sentry now doing so much work on them. Now they've all got to focus it. Look how much Roy's had to multi now. They can't get anywhere near the sucker. The sucker's on 90, 100 now. And look how low some of these Crack Clan players are, and they're just backing out. One soldier halfway up the point should go down. Scout goes down on it as well, and that's, you know, Crack Clan just backing out now. And Roy's went down, so maybe they shouldn't have done. Maybe they should have just gone in and tried to pick up the sucker.
And Harry Hook's still kind of fighting around and doing scattering damage, but he was never going to get anything there as all the other players just sort of fell out.
Yeah, indeed. So, Kritzkrieg being picked up from Roy's with Uber advantage in the sucker's favour. They'll probably get it about the same time, actually, with that. Possibly the Uber like 10% earlier than the crits. But as we see straight away, Yoyotech holding forwards in that, as I like to call it, because of you, rejects type strategy.
Reject strategy, yeah. where the medic just stands in that middle ground, kind of where the sucker is now, and he has a soldier on either side of him. So no matter which side Crack Clan push, you just Uber into them. Because versus crits, you can just kill them. Like, Uber versus crits, just kill them to win.
Yeah, it's just a counter, hard counter, and I think Linus looks like he wants to push into them now, and here comes the Uber. They haven't crits yet, but oh, Royce goes straight down. Nice rockets from the sucker around the corner. I didn't see that coming whatsoever. I think Cadus probably did some damage on the side, and look at all these frags getting cleaned up already. Retchok far back. Don't know where Pesca is. Pesca just holding an A, not going to go for anything. Harry's an A as well, so it looks like they're just going to try and recycle and push again. Have they swapped? Are they still on Kritzkrieg? Let me see if
no, they're back on normal Uber. Roy's just gone back to normal. Obviously, after that, crits was almost a complete failure because they just died within seconds, going back to the old classic.
Yeah, I quite like that, to be honest. That Kritzkrieg is not working out for them at all, just due to Yoyotech's, like, you know, aggressive play, you know. It's just how you counter crits as well. It's just aggression, really. Even if they didn't have their Uber yet, they might, you know, they could possibly force it or pick the demo straight away with their two soldiers with the demo man. Like, it's just really works really, really well. But of course, it is a risky play. Because if you screw up at the choke point, you've automatically lost. While if you're playing a bit more passive, a bit more defensively, you can't really make that screw up. That sometimes it doesn't work well at all, holding this far forward. But so far for Yoyotech it has worked, and there's Uber v Uber now. I'm actually going to swap over to the Crack Clan team as they try and push in. But they lose Harry already. Is that the sniper?
Roller kill. No, he was a scout. He was kind of weak, trying to fall out and just ran over a roller without realising.
And they lose Harold as well. They're going to have to pop their Uber. They're so out of position. Yeah. Really nice play from Yoyotech, to be honest.
Traded here, and Crack Clan are kind of trapped. So I think Yoyotech are falling out. So they could fall out if they want. They're trying to get the sentry. They do get the sentry, but Cadus is behind. They're doing so much damage combined with Linus. Roy's is running out. The medic's weak on the floor. Scout should clean him up. Harry Hook gets fat, but Roy's isn't going to get out either. Harry Hook trying to get the soldier as well. Soldier's so weak, but Heavy's raining minigun fire down from up top, and he goes down as well. Another push where they just got caught out. They lost so many people going in there.
And this is where I'm surprised they haven't swapped to Kritzkrieg. Okay? They've decided to stay on normal Uber. This is Crack Clan I'm talking about here, for those of you, because I am looking at the sucker, you might be thinking I'm talking about the sucker. But Roy's died earlier than the sucker, but the sucker still went down, which would have meant if they were on crits, they would have a good 30% Uber or crits advantage, which means that Yoyotech couldn't hold this far forward, and Crack Clan would just be able to do that standard crits in, and would have the whole of the crits time to try and kill the sucker even. And the sucker generally will probably have to pop straight afterwards anyway, that from their point of view it's good, but actually they lose. Cadus, that's a massive pick from Bash, where we see Crack Clan just push straight in. They've almost got their Uber now. I'm watching the flank actually, they're on B side, yeah.
Yeah, they're looking at that one door. They have the Uber now. The sucker has his Uber back. They've walked in through that B side, going to spam that heavy. They lose Harry Hook on the other side of the map. And the sentry's sort of in a weird place here, over there. They get the counterpot from the sucker here. And Crack Clan are kind of stranded on point here versus an Uber heavy. Red Shock's jumping onto the point to try and cause a distraction. Roy just having a medic fight meanwhile. Roy's just go down, trying to pick the sucker again. Not as fortunate at that time. Really
weird decisions from Crack Clan there. Like, I don't mind the push from B, okay? But they just didn't go. They went in, but they just didn't Uber, which the rest of their team were expecting them to Uber. And because they didn't, all these players got picked off on the flanks. Like, so they were literally, by the time they'd Ubered, they'd already lost 2 players, so they're 6v4. Like, it does not work at all, the way Crack Clan are doing this. And actually, Bash is in behind. Can he get the medic? He's not going to risk the shot yet. He's got the full charge. No, Linus in there, joggers him up, takes him down. And Crack Clan, you know, I don't know how much time is actually left, you know, before they time out, because for some reason that's not on my screen.
I've got 3 minutes 20, so I've still got a bit of time, but realistically that's still only what, 3 pushes max. Unless they maybe swap crits, they can maybe get a 4th of him, but that's not many when they're going this bad. Like, it's quite a misleadingly wide point, Gravelpit. Like, you don't realise how long it actually takes to cross from the left side to the right side. So if the players hold far away, it does actually buy you a lot of time and a lot of wasted Uber. Yeah,
definitely. And actually, Hat goes down, full body shot, I think that was, onto the engineer. So that's the engineer down. Means that sentry can be spammed pretty easily, but this Uber's not really getting Crackland very much. Obviously, the counter Uber from Yoyotech there as well. Heavy's still on the point, doing massive damage. Takes down Matt, and Soldier in on there as well. Gets taken down now as well. And anybody left up? Just the medic and Demo falling out. But of course, they did pick the sucker. Oh, but Royce goes down. Boomy. What a big frag there, and then Cadis clears up Red Shock, but what a frag from Boomy, they needed that.
I'm not sure what Royce and Red Shock were thinking, like, maybe neither of them saw that they would be only 2 up, and thought, you know, because there was like a heavy and a scout on the point, you know, a few seconds before that, so maybe they thought we should go in and help spam the point to get that heavy. Didn't realise they'd gone down and just got caught out, and Boomy takes full advantage.
Indeed, so, you know, when his medic goes down, he just goes aggressive and clears it up, keeps the equal Uber for his team, and I think he pretty much top frags this game, doesn't he, from what I remember?
Yeah, he's right up there on the point. The only other one is, like, Tavik. He's been running, like, heavy most of this game.
Yeah. Look at that, 2 doms for both of them as well, and then Cadis with 1, like...
Yeah, Crack Clan all holding on the right-hand side here, except for a scout. I'm not sure about this. They're trying to just get like an angle for Bash to get a pick here, but they know he's there, so no one's just going to poke into his line of sight. So they could do with Bash rotating round really somewhere else.
I find it really weird that as the Ubers come in now, so I'll talk about what I was going to say later. Now the Uber returns, gets forced back, but Roy's just really low, so after this Uber he can go down pretty easily. The sniper does go down. Hat takes down Pesca as well, so that means there's already 2 players down for CC, as now they're trying to, you know, push back in. It's 5v6, they've only got 60 seconds left to try and cap this point, so are they going to fully commit here now? 4v5, 2 of their players have only just spawned. Sentry has gone down. I'm watching Matlin as he tries to jump up now as well. Again, some time on it. Where's the Heavy? Heavy just clears up 1 frag. Soldier jumped up to block. Demo of Red Shock and Roy's on the floor trying to get the medic kill. It's not really very helpful at the moment if you get that medic pick. Better off trying to find their Heavy than that. And now Crackland just doesn't fall out, and I think the sniper's getting caught out as well. No, that's the medic. Roy's gets picked off on his running away. Sniper is going to go down as well. And where are the rest of the Crackland players with only about 20 seconds left plus overtime for their team to get this point?
Wow, yeah, and Boomy just trading with Soldier for Scout there. Matnam's walking down his far side, but with that buffed Heavy on point, Roy's only spawned now. Like, they're not going to have enough time. They have to go for a miracle play here.
The sucker's got Uber, so you'll just see him just Uber on that point as well. Oh, and he's not even going to Uber this time. Oh, there we go. Just Ubers in the end. Stops them from getting any time on that point. And wow, what a C defense from Yoyotech there. Wow, such a shame that they didn't have a longer B defense, because now if they had a longer B, they would only need 2 points to go and win this. Like, but you know, 2:55 is quite quick for 2 points.
But yeah, but then they have to defend C indefinitely.
Yeah, true.
Which is oh well, I was about to say it's not an easy task, but Yoyotech just showed us exactly how you can just defend C indefinitely.
Yeah.
Versus push after push. So, when we see Tavik on Spy here, I'm not sure if they're just like messing around in spawn here, you know, while they wait for the setup time. We see the Heavy sniper combo again from Crackland. See, I'm not sure if I like Engineer Sniper. I think I said Heavy, I meant Engineer Sniper. Because, I don't know, I guess I prefer having a scout on that C side to give you more, like, sight. You know, he can deal a lot more with stuff on C side, like deal with flanks.
I disagree personally. I'm going to say that right now. Yeah, I hate having a sniper like they do now, because that's so easy to pick off, and then you've got no one watching C. But when you're just holding C as a scout, you might as well be sniper near the spawn doors, and then it gives you the chance to take that pop shot, which you then can push as they're actually pushing in, trying to force the Uber. Sentry's really low. does get healed up, unfortunately for Yoyotech. But yeah, I'm going back into that. It's oh, there's another soldier bombs in, gets air shot. Nice shot from Pesca. It's more the fact that like a scout on C, like the only thing that he can do is spot for vision, or go 1v1 versus another scout. Okay, anything more than that, and he can't deal with it really. And then he's just got to retreat into B or retreat into spawn. Well, if you're a sniper, you can just have a full charge up at that AC connector, 3 door, and possibly pick the medic, possibly pick a scout, as they come in, and then you can just swap back to scout if they're pressuring you, and then you've still got the vision. You can still call which side door they're coming in on, a 1 or 2, and that's how I think of it anyway. And like whenever I play the C scout, which I do quite a lot, I always generally will end up start sniping in C and then just hopping straight to scout after 1 shot.
Just before I make another point now, we do see Yoyotech actually being able to walk all the way into rock for free here. The sucker eats a pipe though, now that's not going to help. He should be easily forced as they try and press that sentry. Ubers are exchanged here, trying to force down that sentry. It does go down. We'll see Crackland's Uber running out. They run out at the same time actually. Soldier on the flank gets taken down. Royce gets taken down here. Great pressure from Yoyotech. Cadus with the aggression there. But now Yoyotech just have to play together and pick off Crackland players when they come at them. They pick off one, pick off this soldier as well. Level 1 sentry and an engineer. Not going to be much of a match here for a buff soldier and buff scout. Soldier bombing in. Can he get the sucker? No, the sucker strafes around that rock and keeps himself alive.
Hat and Boomy, absolutely huge link-up play there. Like Hat used to be the pocket for this team, Boomy now the pocket, and both working together, keep the sucker alive, keep each other alive, and take like 4 frags between the 2 of them, if not more.
Yeah,
5 frags between the 2 of them.
As we see a scout trying to come in here, trying to force them away back in. I don't know what they're doing. Why
well, they had to.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought it was the most reckless push I've ever seen, where he's just committing versus an Uber. But yeah, they just had to.
Wow.
Lost track of the times there, and that seemed kind of easy.
Yeah, seemed like Crackline didn't know what to expect at all on this map, but wow, just like brilliant play from Yoyotech, massive upset, taking this map, Gravelpit. I mean, fair enough, it's the upset map as such, it's a lot what everyone thinks about Gravelpit. It's always where the underdog has more of a chance to go in and grab, some points out of it. And I think that's why they ended up making it into best of 3 scenario, just to stop people just grabbing points off like the better teams. But I don't personally. Yoyotech, yeah, they brilliantly played. Like, would I say they're any worse than Crackland now? Not at all. Look how well they played in that game, and Crackland had no idea how to respond whatsoever. Yeah, Boomy, big plays. Hats, nice plays at the end. Tavik, heavy on the point, nice plays as well. But I think Boomy, easily MVP on this map.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Cool. Anything more to say, Xavi?
Not really. I think Yoyotech seemed a lot more rehearsed on this map. Like Crackland's, I don't know, maybe they were a bit overconfident, just presumed, oh, we're the favourites, we can just win. Like, lots of their pushes just seem to be, let's push and see what happens kind of thing, rather than any particular strategy. Whereas Yoyotech had a much clearer defined roles on what they wanted to do, and we saw how well it worked for them.
Yeah, one thing on that note that I want to talk about actually before we go is the fact that Harry apparently told his team before this game that he was quitting at the end of the week. So whether that means that their team didn't really practice or want to play the game very much, you don't really know, do you, until they next play Gravelpit, which I don't think they will. So it's a shame for Crackland, of course. Now that was the last game that Harry played with them. So Harry definitely a good scout. Now they've got long gas in, and I think it's going to take a while before they get the cohesion they used to have with Harry back into the side. But we'll have to wait and see. So this has been VanillaTV, guys. I've been Greg. Joining me has been CommanderX. You've been watching ETF2L Week 6, Yoyotech versus Crackland. This has been Gravelpit. The first map was actually Badlands, so do go over and check that game out. It was awesome as well. So do I want to give away the score? Why don't we? So it was 4-2 overall in ETF2L points to Yoyotech. So congratulations to them, pretty much guaranteeing themselves 4th spot in the playoffs.